Rachel Zegler is determined to destroy any chance of her career ever coming back. A new interview is out, and we can't cut her any more slack. She's crazy. She's deranged. But it's not just her. It's all of Hollywood that's gone insane, including what you just saw last night at the Oscars. Today, we'll tell you why Hollywood is sinking, shrinking, but not blinking for a minute, wondering what took them down.
And being a young Latina, that was hard because not a lot of people looked the way that I did, or they didn't have bushy eyebrows like I did. They didn't have dark eyes like I did. So,
all right, folks, Rachel Zegler and the rest of Hollywood are absolutely determined to destroy themselves. The Oscars, the stars, they are absolutely... They're engaged in full-blown immolation. Out of Geeks and Gamers, Rachel Zegler claims she grew up with Latina beauty icons and media. Reality tells a different story. Marvin Montanaro writing this one. We'll play the clip in just a second. Rachel Zegler is facing renewed backlash after comments from a recent Harper's Bazaar interview circulated online, in which the Snow White star suggested that she rarely saw women who looked like her, represented in beauty and media while growing up. Lord, is she 100 years old? What in the... She's 24! Does she not know about J-Lo?
Selma Hayek and Penelope Cruz and
what
all kinds of, yeah.
Did she grow up in an alternate reality? Did somebody throw her into our dimension and we just don't know what's happening? Folks, let's go watch it. Shared by Stephanie, My Nerdy Home. She's the first ever Latina in big pieces of media. You ready, folks? We're going to play it. Here we go. Here is Rachel Zegler, determined to make sure she never comes back. She never succeeds. This is the Zeg.
when I was younger, my approach to beauty was a lot more shaped by what I was witnessing in big pieces of media. So
you're 24! What do you mean when you were younger?
it was who was on magazine covers, who was...
Lauren, do you see why I'm choosing this one now? This video?
Yeah.
I think we're going to enjoy this. Stephanie has picked a video where, as Zegler talks, she will be disproven as she speaks. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Here we go.
In the beauty commercials, who was in movies and was considered like the most beautiful movie star at the time.
You know, I also forgot about Jessica Alba existing, and that was a real shame. It was a really, really big shame.
It was definitely very...
Yes.
You want to go back even farther? Carmen Miranda, for crying out loud. It's not like this is a recent phenomenon.
I love this. I love that she is pretending like she is this woman. I'm telling you, if you look up the word narcissist, Rachel Zegler is right there. It's just, there's not even a definition. It just has her picture. She is the first Latina ever in Hollywood, and there was never, ever, ever anybody like her before.
Eurocentric.
Eurocentric. You know what that means? Zegler's saying that until she came on the scene to play Snow White, everything was white. It was pasty. That was beauty until she came here. Take that, Gamora.
As I was growing up, and being a young Latina, that was hard because not a lot of people looked the way that I did, or they didn't have bushy eyebrows like I did. They didn't have dark eyes like I did. So as I've grown up, I've really been able to find it within myself, which is really nice. And I'm sure the dawn of the internet is both a helpful and hurtful thing.
Oh, it's hurtful for you. Trust me. It is so hurtful for Rachel Zegler. Lauren, get in here before we go to the Oscars, because Hollywood, listen, she is indicative of Hollywood. They empowered her, and she might even be too loony for them.
She is just so devastatingly stupid. It's like, if I were any one of these Latina actresses, I would be so insulted by this little brat. To have so little knowledge of your forebears when this is the industry that you've chosen to be in. You would think she would have watched some movies at some point and learned a little bit about her craft, but no, like many of the young people in all of these different fields these days, they have to be the first, the pioneers, the ones that are making a stand against somebody for something.
Got to break that glass ceiling, Lauren, every single time. Got to break that glass ceiling.
And just I'm so tired of listening to this person.
You know who she reminds me of, though? Two people at Lucasfilm. Can you name them?
Well, I'm curious who you would name. One of them's got to be Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah. One's Kathleen Kennedy.
I'm guessing the other one might be Pedro.
No, Leslie Headland.
Oh, okay.
Because
sure, yeah.
both times, Lauren, Kathleen Kennedy and Leslie Headland claimed to be the first real woman creator in Star Wars. Both of them did that. And every time they did it, I thought, Marsha.
Yeah.
I mean, there's literally, there's a person who is responsible for Star Wars being what it is and being a franchise. Like, saved it before it ever even came out. George Lucas' ex-wife, Marsha Lucas. These people in Hollywood, whether it's Rachel Zegler or Leslie Headland or a bunch of the others, they're so desperate to break the glass ceiling, they don't honor the people who actually broke the ceiling in the first place.
Yeah, they don't understand they're walking or sitting on the shoulders of giants. You know, it's lots of people paved the way for you to get here, lady.
Yeah. Well, Lauren, you'll be happy to know that's even worse than the rest of Hollywood. You ready for this one? Oscars. How'd that go? Well, Sean Penn won the Best Supporting Actor. I want you all to know that they have no... I guess they just know they're going down, the ship's going down, and so they're going to flip you off on the way to the bottom of the ocean. That's all I can figure. I mean, the industry's collapsing, box office is doomed, and if you thought they were going to say, "Whoa, better, pick ourselves up and brush ourselves off and get back to the middle," no, not going to happen. Popping Cinema's Sean Penn wins Best Supporting Actor at the 98th Oscars for his role in One Battle After Another. Of course, that's the movie where Hollywood dreams about just destroying conservatives in a war, like literally, ending them. That's all it is. It's a giant movie that celebrates it. Lots of awards. And Sean Penn, who's no friend to conservatives, winning the Best Supporting Actor for pretending to destroy conservatives in a movie. Way to go. And did it get better or worse? Well, let me tell you this, Lauren. Conan O'Brien, you might remember, in December, Conan O'Brien had a Christmas party. You remember this one, Lauren?
Yep.
Do you remember that at that Christmas party that people allegedly tried to call the Popo because Mr. Reiner's son, Nick, was out of control? And do you remember that later on, the son deleted the father, allegedly?
Mm-hmm.
And we recall there were rumors that Conan wouldn't let him make the phone calls and said, "No police at my party." Remember all that?
Yep.
Lauren, if I were going to be somebody who barely escaped giving testimony by a quick judicial switcheroo in L.A., I think that if I took the stage at the Oscars, I would avoid some things that make people scratch their heads about Hollywood. But Conan O'Brien, who we hear he's a wonderfully kind guy, no doubt about it. Conan O'Brien took the stage and joked during his opening monologue that there are no British nominees in the Best Actor or Actress categories because, quote, they arrest their, and I'm going to substitute this, folks, their diddlers. Here's the joke. Here it is at the Oscars that Conan made. I'm going to skip to where he makes the punchline because we can't play a lot of time on here, else they'll get us. But here's the punchline from Conan O'Brien, and I want to talk about the strategery here. Yes, George W. said it once upon a time. We're going to steal the word. I want to talk about the strategery of this joke at the Oscars. You ready, Lauren?
Mm-hmm.
Person said, "Yeah, well, at least we arrest our pedophiles." So we got that going for us.
Lauren, in an industry that had to create the Me Too movement because their entire foundation was built upon a certain couch of a casting variety. Lauren, in an industry where there is corruption to the highest degrees, that, I don't know, seems to be entangled with a certain island man. Lauren, I got to say, this is why I'm declaring that whether it's Zegler or Sean Penn or Conan or any of them, they know they're going down. They know the hurrah is over, and they're not going to learn. They're just going to flip you off as they sink deeper and deeper into the abyss. That's the plan. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm past the point of caring, really. It's like...
That's the problem, Lauren. Everybody is.
Well, I'm debating how to frame this because on the genre guys, for a movie that we just reviewed, it was one called Margin Call that is involving the 08-09 financial crisis. And I got into a bit of a disagreement with Lou because my take on it was that actually, he was talking about how all these guys are finished. They're finished at the end of this movie. It's like, no, they're not. They don't have their jobs anymore, but they got away with millions. Nobody was prosecuted. The financial crisis was bailed out. All of these companies were bailed out. The taxpayers were on the hook for the money, and they were hardly harmed. It's the same kind of thing with these guys. Their industry may be collapsing. The viability of Hollywood into the future, I think, is actually in some legitimate question now, but they're still going to go away on their yachts and live in their mansions and eat caviar. And I would like to see them brought down a peg, but I think it needs to be a peg more than just total irrelevance. I think that they actually need to learn what it's like to wait tables, maybe.
What do you think they're going to do, Lauren, when the industry's done? And I think AI is going to sweep them on out of there. I think they got 5 to 7 years. What are they going to do after that? They crave attention. I mean, look at Zegler. Look at Conan. He just had a Christmas party where one of his best friends, one of the top political guys in the country, was taken out by his son, and people are claiming that Conan told him they can't call the police, and he's on the stage in 3 months. These people, they don't care. They just want attention.
But realistically speaking, they won't go away. What they'll do is some of them will become political pundits. Some of them will start doing audiobooks. Some of them will do dinner theater. Some of them will actually become waiters. They're all going to do things, and they'll find ways to show up in other various forms of media. None of them are going to go away completely, except for those that literally are at retirement age. So they'll just continue to be in the zeitgeist in one way or another until people have kind of forgotten how horrible they are, and when the industry starts to reconstitute itself. But will they learn humility? Some of them might, but I think a lot of them probably not. They're well insulated from any consequences.
Minus the young ones like Zegler, who really have something to lose. What I think, Lauren, is they recognize the whole thing's collapsing. They've got 5 to 7 years before it's over. And I think they're kicking the ladder out on the way out. And they're saying, screw it, I've got money. I built up my nest egg, and I'm ready for whatever happens with AI and all that stuff. I'm ready for the next era. And bring it on, baby. I've got my mansion. I'm in the upper echelon. And screw everybody who was trying to make it below me. We're burning this sucker down on the way down.
I don't know if they're thinking about it that consciously, because the point that I disagree with is that I'm not sure that they know that it's all going down and that the party's over. I think that they are so insulated from what is really going on that I don't think they're really aware of it. I think that they think that they are always going to be on top, that they're always going to have their next project, that they're always going to be rich and famous and beautiful and young, because they've never had to deal with reality.
And the first Latina to ever be seen on camera.
Yep.
That's something. That's
until
something.
The next one.
Oh, come on, Lauren. It's the winged beauty or winged truth or whatever it is. What did she say? The winged victory. She's the winged victory, Lauren. How dare you? How dare you question it? There'll never be another like her. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the video. Remember, this Wednesday is the Disney shareholders meeting. Coverage live on the Pro Channel begins at 10 a.m. this Wednesday. Also, friends, if you'd like to join us for MegaCon, we'll have a booth set up for you to join. Info on the screen. Come see Marvin, Lauren, and maybe one more at MegaCon, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Friday. We'll see you. Thanks for being here. You're the Gigawatts.